So over the years, I've been watching The Voice, Idols, AGT, BGT, Filipinos Got Talent, all these kinds of shows. Why? Because you and I get to see so many different kinds of singers on these shows. But what I've noticed over the last few years is the singers from Scandinavia, Finland, Sweden, Norway. I don't know what it is about them, but they just all sing so well, which made me think, what is in the water? Yes! I love him so much. Full voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
You don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
I keep me where the light is.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Especially if this is your first time, you're very welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing and giving the video a like if you enjoy the content. So on this channel, we analyze singers. And we analyze them not to criticize them, because the word criticism has gotten a negative connotation, but it really isn't a negative term. Criticism is a good thing. Me, professionally and personally, I like to receive criticism from people who know more than I do, and from people who I know love me. And when they give me feedback / criticism, the intention is for me to improve, to think about something, to make something better. So I analyze the singers for the benefit of you and me as people who love listening to good singers, listening to music. So we try to analyze it so that we can learn not just, oh, it touched me, oh, that was beautiful, oh, that had an emotional effect on me, but also the reasons why. Why does it sound so good? What is it that made that performance of that singer connect with me? So, I saw a video on a channel called Mic Drop, and it's called the 10 most viewed auditions on The Voice of Norway 2025. So it's the current season that it's just, I think it finished a month or so ago. And I actually saw a video of the singer who ultimately won. You know, one of those, the winner's journey kind of videos. So I saw that the other day and I thought, wow, this singing is incredible. So I've seen some of these, but not all of them. So what we're going to do is, in a little series of 2 videos, I'm going to analyze the top 10 most viewed blind auditions of The Voice of Norway 2025. First up is a lady called Ingeborg Ruud. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. My Scandinavian audience, you're welcome to correct me. And she sang the Billie Eilish song, The Greatest. So let's see how that went. Obviously went well because it's one of the most viewed videos, but let's check it out and then talk about it.
I'm trying my best to keep you satisfied. Let you get your rest while I stayed up all night.
Oi, yes.
And you don't wanna know what I would've done. Anything at all. jest.
Nice. Wow. I mean, that's such a beautifully written pop song by Phineas and Billie Eilish. Took me a while to figure out the key. I was in the right area with the pitch, but yeah, the key. So it's like E flat minor, and then she sings that C flat or B5, full voice, but she started really breathy and tender. I mean, you could immediately see how the whole audience was drawn into her performance right from the start, because she did this intimate, light, bit of a breathy tone, but still enough breath was flowing for us to hear every word she said. But I think the main things that connected with me, and possibly with the rest of the audience, is that she definitely seems, visually and also audibly, she seems so connected to the song. She's so busy saying those words, trying to really express what the words mean. It's like it's her song. And that's what makes a great vocal performance. If you can cover somebody else's song, but it can sound like it's your song. It was very beautifully done. So firstly, she used her voice in different ways. Started smaller and breathy, and then went higher. Did you see the one coach say, "I'm waiting for her to go up"? Because sometimes the coaches need to hear, okay, I like the small, light, breathy sound in the lower part of the song, but I want to hear those fuller notes to see, does the singer display a wide range of skills? Can she express the bigger, higher, fuller notes as well? Which she obviously did. But then the other thing that stands out to me is just how beautiful the tone is. Tone color is a term we use in music to describe what makes someone sound the way they do. It's that thing where if you're in your room and somebody in the house who lives with you calls you from another room, you know who it is. Duh. But because of their tone color. And tone color in instruments, musical instruments, can be described as what makes that instrument sound the way it does. What makes a trombone sound like that? What makes a flute sound like that? It is the tone color. So she has a beautiful tone color. It's sweet, it's velvety. And yet she could sing the power notes really, really well with freedom of breath flowing. So I think that was just a beautiful, beautiful performance. And I'm not surprised that it's one of the top 10 most viewed auditions. The next singer we're going to take a look at is a male singer. His name is Herman, which is a name that's quite common actually amongst Afrikaners, my people. Herman Lie. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. L-I-E. Herman Lie or Lie. Seems quite young. It doesn't say his age on this video, but yeah. And he's singing Chris Isaak's Wicked Game. It's one of those songs that, just like the Billie Eilish song, you sort of expect it to sound like the original artist. Some songs can't be sung in a too different way to the original. But let's see what Herman did.
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do.
That's beautiful, huh?
I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
Before he continues, what a beautiful baritone voice, right? In voice classification, the lower, darker male voice type is called bass. The higher, lighter male voice type is called tenor. And then in the middle, there's baritone. So it's like a middle voice. He starts low in A minor, Da 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 da. No, no, da 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 da. D minor, yeah. So he sings at low A3, very dark and round and very emotive. I mean, it took like 3 notes before the first 2 judges hit the button. When he went up the octave, da 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 da. When he went up the octave, that's when the other 2 hit their button. So he did both of those, the low, so controlled, clear, like we can hear what he says, not pushing too much breath. So the sound is lighter and gentler, but it's still very firmly planted in the pitch. And then when he goes up the octave, it doesn't sound like, oh my gosh, now he's got to work so hard because it's higher. No, that's the baritone's lovely range where he sang there. The C, B, and A, just below middle C. So, yeah, so beautiful so far. And it's his sound. That's what I love about the voice. It is the sound that draws the judges in. It's the sound that makes them hit their button. It is the sound that makes them feel something. Really beautiful. Let's keep going.
No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love.
He plays with his voice.
With you.
Oh. Little flip.
What a wicked game you play
To the low.
to make me feel this way.
Such a rich, low sound.
What a
Yeah?
wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing you say.
Seamless.
You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love.
Wow. He handles that so well. That flip.
No, I don't wanna fall in love.
So easy for him.
No.
Wow. No, I wanna fall in love. So he sings the no in a full voice. Not loud, but full, like connected. No. Then he sings that I in a falsetto sound. But it's quite low for falsetto. Even for a baritone like him, that flip is more natural around the F sharp. If it was no, would have been more natural for the flip. But that's low. That's the place he flips is below the place it normally wants to flip into a sort of a falsetto-y sound. So when he handles that E4, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he handles that E4. Don't want to fall in love. He goes back to the full voice. But he handles that E4 in that breathy half voice in a falsetto-y sound so well. Falsetto means your vocal folds are slightly apart. They're not properly connected. So it's not a full sound. It's a breathy sound. And to control a breathy sound is much harder than to control a full sound. And then in the end he goes... And he holds it for like 10, 12 seconds. Gently, but the breath is flowing. Oh, so good. It's been a while since I've seen a singer that sings so effortlessly. And of course, he chose a very good song for his voice type. Hopefully, it's also a song that he connects with. I think in his case, Slightly different to the first singer we listened to, Ingeborg. I think in his case, it was absolutely the voice that caught the attention. Ingeborg's voice also was beautiful, but his voice was like 3 seconds and people were hooked. I don't know if for me, is as connected to the song, the content, as she was to the Billie Eilish song. But I also don't think he would have chosen the song if he didn't love the song. So I'm not saying there was no connection, but I'm saying for me it was overwhelmingly his absolutely beautiful tone color again, his seamless control, going from the low to the high, and then that flip into the falsetto. It's definitely one of the best covers I've heard of that song ever. So good. Wow, 2 down. Next one, I think is pronounced Synne E. Maeland. And she sings, I think it's probably a Norwegian song, because I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I think it's Helvigen, and I think it's by Vordruna. Please correct me, Swedish audience, Scandinavian audience, Norwegian audience. But let's see how that goes. So this is going to be a little bit harder for me in the sense that I don't understand the lyrics. I don't understand what the song is saying. You know, it's interesting when we listen to songs in languages that we don't speak and or understand, we can still feel the emotional connection if it's sung really, really well. So let's see what that was like.
Hvem skal synge meg i dess vevna slynge når eg helvegen går, og dei spor eg trår er kalde, så kalde.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like a folk song. Maybe like a really old folk song. What a beautiful tone again. I told you there's something in the water in Norway and in Sweden. Sounds like it's an F minor. So she sings she starts high-ish. Not high, but high-ish. And again, she chose the right song for her voice type, because what is her voice type? It's a very light voice. It's a soprano sound, right? But we don't have to label people as sopranos or altos or whatever. But it's a soprano voice type. Light. Light means it's a voice that likes to sing high. It comes very natural for a light voice to sing high. And it is where the light voice shines, in the higher pitch range. And then another thing that's notable for me about her is that fast vibrato. It's a very light vibrato. You almost can't hear it always, but it's almost like a goat vibrato, like on one pitch. But it's such a natural outflow of her technique. And it just adds to the emotional connection to this sort of folk song. Beautiful. Please, if you know what this song is about, let us know in the comments. I'd love to know.
Hvem skal synge meg i dess vevna slynge meg når eg på helvegen går,
Slight switch.
og dei spor eg trår er kalde, så kalde.
I can't do that vibrato. So yes, beautiful. She sings up to that C in her full voice, and then she makes her vowels brighter. And even though I don't know what the song means, I can feel the connection to the lyric in her sound. Hey, it's like a brighter, more brashy sound. And then she sings the minor third up. Not in a falsetto-y sound, not really breathy. It's what most people call a mixed voice, right? So it has characteristics of the lower, of the speak resonance, the chest resonance sound, and the head resonance sounds. And she switches so beautifully, seamlessly between the two. So good. Wow. I also love just how different the first three auditions are that we listened to today. Billie Eilish song with a female vocal that's a little bit darker, like a middle voice, sweeter, rounder. Then a Chris Isaak song by a male voice, baritone vibes. Both pop but different. Then this sounds like a folk song with that brassy sound that she makes that is so emotive, and a totally different style song, and I just think it's so lovely. Look, honestly, if I were these judges, I wouldn't have known who to fight for. I would have fought for all of these people to be on my team, which they probably did, because they're just all excellent singers. The next singer we're going to listen to is a male singer again called Mikael Johansen. And he sings a song by Synne. I've never heard of Synne, so I checked it out. Synne is a solo venture of Brian Lesney Fennell, an American musician from Issaquah, Washington. He was previously part of the indie band Barcelona and released his first album in 2019 as a solo artist. So I've never heard of Synne. I've never heard the song Where Is My Love? But I'm keen to see how Mikael interprets this song. At least it's something I understand. It's English.
Cold bones. Yeah, that's my love. She hides away like a ghost. Ooh, does she know that we bleed the same? Ooh, don't cry, but I'll break that away. Did she run away? Did she run away? I don't know.
The connected sound is really beautiful.
If she run away, come back home. I got a fear, oh, in my blood. She was carried up into the clouds high above. Ooh, if you bled, I'll bleed the same. Ooh, if you're scared, I'm on my way. Oh, did she run away? Did she run away? I don't want to know. just come home.
Wow. Okay. So interesting. We've had 2 female singers and 2 male singers so far. So Mikael has a significantly lighter voice than the first guy we listened to. I can't remember his name now. Sorry. Who was a baritone, right? So this is more a tenory voice. And he sings that A5 full voice very easily, very comfortably, with good technique, but it also suits his voice. It's where his light voice likes to shine. I'm a little bit put off by him sort of moving around all the time. If you move while you perform as a singer, movement has to be motivated by the music, justified. He sort of wanders around a little bit. So, yeah, if I was working with him, I'd tell him to decide when to move and move with intention, you know. So I'd rather just listen than watch him move around like this. But yeah, what a beautiful tone again. If you want to know, he sings that in that range. This sort of looks like it's in D major. He sings that high, so beautiful, so comfortable, so such a good quality resonant sound. And he's not belting. He's not doing that. He's not screaming it out. There's no pressure. It's just a full connected sound with a lot of breath flowing, which means volume. And beautiful. Sound is control. He did in the beginning sing that D, E, F sharp 4. A little bit lighter, a little bit breathy. And that to me wasn't as under his control as it was when he started singing full voice. That could have just been nerves, or maybe it's a slight technical deficiency. But yeah, again, chose a good song for his voice type. That is so important, guys. Cannot be underestimated. Cannot be overstated. You must choose a song that suits your voice type. And if you don't have enough knowledge, then find somebody who can help you choose the right song for your voice type. The saying that I love is, just because you love it doesn't mean you should sing it. Choose a song that suits your voice. That's going to make your voice shine, like all these singers have done so far. But also that suits your level of technical ability. Even if it suits your voice, but it demands things that you technically cannot do, muscularly, you just don't have the control, then don't sing it yet. Work towards it. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful so far. I think the voice that impressed me the most so far was the second singer. Let me not be rude and not say his name. His name was, oh my gosh, Herman. Yeah. So far Herman's voice touched me the most. And the first girl, Ingeborg, was very close second, or almost the same. And I think the performance so far that touched me the most was Ingeborg. Just her connection to the song. Cool. And next, last one for this video, we're going to listen to Olivia Gnanonotum. I don't know. I know some of the A's in the Scandinavian languages is an O sound. She has a double surname, I think, or that's maybe her middle name. Husabo. I'm very sorry if I butchered your name. But Olivia is going to sing Landslide. Very well-known song, right? Fleetwood Mac. So let's check that out. Elida Waage.
Took my love, I took it down.
My bad, Elida.
Climbed a mountain and I turned around. Can I sail through the changing? Oh,
Let's just stop for a moment. A minute and a moment is a minute, okay? Da, 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 da. She sings this in C sharp or D flat, which is quite low for her voice type because she also has a light voice. So it's a voice that I think naturally wants to shine in a higher pitch range. Very similar voice type to the second female singer we listened to who sang the Norwegian folk song. But she sings in a more American country kind of style, creative expression with her voice, which again points to the fact that she chose a good song for herself to sing. I took her down. I mean, she sang that. For me, it would be, I took my love and I took her down. Low F sharp. Really low. But Elida has such good technique that even when she sings that low and her voice wants to sing higher, it is 100% under her control. So good how she controls it. And it doesn't sound that low. And I often say, when you sing extremely low and it doesn't sound extremely low, or conversely, if you sing extremely high and it doesn't sound that high, then it oftentimes is simply a sign of excellent technique. And she has that country cry in her voice, that little lick at the ends of phrases. Beautiful, beautiful.
The time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
You can see who the family is.
Yes, I'm getting older too. So take my love, take it down.
So emotional.
Climb a mountain and I turn around. And
Vibrato.
if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? And if you see my reflection in the snow, the landslide will bring you down.
Sure. Landslide will bring you, which is a low E sharp, the low F. And both times she sang that towards the end. The first time she half sang it. The second time she just sort of breathed it out. Landslide bring you down. Which again is a very skillful way to sing a super, super low note. A note that's at the very edge of what you can actually reach. So yeah, I think if I was her, I'd probably sing the whole thing just a semitone or even a tone higher, because I definitely think she can do the highs. This song doesn't go high. Still my reflection, that's the highest note. And she once went there, which is the G sharp 4 or A flat 4. But then she did it in a half voice. So she could have easily done this a tone higher. But I think again the tone color and tone quality is beautiful, just like the previous 4 singers that we listened to together. Absolutely the right song for her in terms of style. Suits her voice. She sounds country. It's probably the style of music that she loves singing. I haven't seen these guys' whole journey throughout the competition, so I don't know, what they predominantly chose to sing. But definitely a good choice for her in terms of her sound and her style. That those little flips, little licks, little cries in the voice, which is so appropriate and so perfectly controlled by her for this song. But then also, she most definitely, for me, was connected to the song. You can't just sing well you also have to connect your heart. I think singing well is the first thing. Do all the musical and technical things, do them well. Do it very soundly. But then on top of that, the thing that makes people clap and that makes judges hit their red button is that they feel something. And she definitely sang the song in a way that made me feel it. With her, as with a number of these, about 3 of the 5, their eyes were shut a lot of the time. Now, as a performer, it's fine to shut your eyes if it's a real emotional connection, visual expression that you're giving, but try not to have your eyes shut too much of the time, because people also connect when you look at them. They connect with you. So that's a small thing, but I noticed that with a number of them, eyes closed a lot of the time. But yeah, those 5 singers from the top 10 most viewed on the Voice of Norway 2025. What did you think? Who did you love? Who did you enjoy? Please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. And also, like I said, if you understand Norwegian, help me out with my pronunciation. And let us know if that third singer's song was actually a Norwegian folk song. I'd be very interested to know. So thank you so much for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I want you to remember that your voice matters.